How to connect Stripe to WordPress full tutorial. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can connect the Stripe payment gateway to your WordPress website. So let's get into it. Now, this is my WordPress website. Currently, I haven't built it a lot, but it's functional, it's currently working, and I might want to start selling products. So one thing to keep in mind is that if you're selling products on WordPress, the first thing you have to do is go into your plugins on the bottom left, click on Add New. And then you're going to add WooCommerce. WooCommerce is probably one of the most used plugins. In terms of selling products, you probably want to use WooCommerce. So that is the particular plugin that I'm going to be using to sell my product. And then later on, we're going to add our actual Stripe payment gateway. So I'm just going to activate WooCommerce over here. And once WooCommerce has been activated, I can see our product over here. I can go into the WooCommerce settings and I can, start adding my products over here. So let's say products on my home page. And after that, I want a placeholder image. So after that, I'm just going to click on save over here. And I can start clicking on over here to start adding, products and whatnot. But let's say I've added my product and I just want to get it over with and set up my Stripe payment method, because oftentimes, your product inventory is going to be ever changing. You're always going to be adding more things and you're always going to be setting up, more products, more tax rates, different shipping methods. All of that is going to be easy to do, but setting up payments is what we're focusing on. So you guys can see you have payments via bank transfer and cash on delivery payments directly on WooCommerce. But that is not what we want. We want to accept cashless payments and direct credit payments via Stripe. And to do that, all you're going to do is log on to your WordPress dashboard. Once you're in your dashboard, you're going to click on plugins on the bottom left. Now, once you click on plugins, you're going to click on Add New on the top left. And then over here on the right side in your search bar, you're going to search for Stripe. Now, there are multiple different Stripe getaways. The one that is actually created by WooCommerce has a lot of glitches and issues. That's why it is not recommended by most people using it. It's alright, it's decent to set up, but I wouldn't say that it's issue-free or hassle-free. It can have a lot of cancellation bugs, the checkout bugs, sometimes the checkout page can crash, and all those issues can be super annoying to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Hence why there are some other alternates that I would suggest you guys use. First off is the payment plugins for Stripe and WooCommerce, and the second plugin that I recommend is the Stripe payment plugin for WooCommerce. These two are pretty good and have far less bugs and issues, so you can use these two to get started with building your Stripe getaway. Now I'm going to be using payment plugins for Stripe and click on install on the top right, and then we're going to click on activate. Now, once you click on activate, you will be able to see Stripe by payment plugins. And what you're going to do is that you can just start connecting your account. So the first thing you have is your basic settings. So you're going to click on that and this will open up your payment. And then within your payment, you will have your API settings. Then you can connect your Stripe account. This is what we're going to do. Currently, this is in our testing mode. I'm going to leave it at that and click on click to connect. And now I can connect this to my Stripe account. Obviously, you will need a Stripe account to enable Stripe payment getaways, but you're just going to connect it with Stripe over here. And obviously, whatever email that you are using, I'm going to click on continue over here. And you can just click on log in if you already have an account. If you don't have an account, you can always create a new account. But currently I'm having some issues with my account, so I'm just going to return back to our homepage. But once you have connected your Stripe account, you will have all of your key connections added. You can always enter your test secret key, your connection test, so you can always take a look at how your actual payment getaway is performing. And make sure that you are putting in your test webhook secret as well as all of your secret codes, which is your API keys over here. And then you also have your webhook URL. This is going to be the URL that is going to lead to checkout. So this is going to be what you're going to add to the checkout page. You can click on over here to actually see it. And then after that, you have your advanced settings. Now in your advanced settings, you have your locale type, then you have your Stripe fee. So if you want to display the Stripe payment fee, then you have your fee display currency. So whether or not it will be displayed in the currency of your order. Then you have your compare status, and then refund on cancellation, whether or not you want automatic refunds to be generated whenever someone cancels their order. Now after that, you also have some other settings regarding debit and credit cards. So you can go into debit and credit cards, and you can add some descriptions. So what is going to be the credit card display, whether or not you're enabling credit cards or debit cards. And then you have some generic errors, and then the credit card icons you want to display. Let's say I only accept Visa, MasterCard, and Diners Club. So I can enter these credit card icons. And then you have your credit card form. So whether it should be a Stripe inline form, a Stripe payment form, or a custom form that you want to create. Then after that, you also have Apple Pay options, but whenever you change something, make sure to click on Save Settings on the bottom. Now after that, you also have Apple Pay, Google Pay. Now one thing to note is Apple and Google Pay, on this particular plugin, they are prone to not working sometimes for no apparent reason. But it is still a pretty good plugin. I don't think that if you're providing Apple or Google Pay, whether or not that's going to make a, altering decision on the consumer's end of whether or not they're going to purchase the product. But I do think that offering it is a good option. I would recommend you turn it on. However, be careful that these two payment methods might have some issues whenever you're using this plugin. You also have your local getaway set up. So if you are, enabling cash on delivery or other basic options, you can enter those as well. Now, in these, you also have things such as GyroPay, Ideal, Klarna, Pay Now, and other options. So people can actually directly pay you in those accounts instead. And you also can go back into your basic API settings to, once you have completed the actual payment getaway, you're going to click on live over here on the mode. And once you click on live, you can click on save changes to make the Stripe payment getaway live, and now customers can get started with purchasing your items with the Stripe payment method. Now make sure that whenever you have installed this plugin, you can go into pages over here, and you will see your home page, your services, contact, and about page. But when you go into WooCommerce, you are going to create your checkout pages. So make sure you're including these payment widget options in your checkout page. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions or queries regarding WordPress, Stripe, or any other thing, any social media platform, leave that in the comment box down below. I would love to help you guys out, and I will catch you guys in the next video.